Good morning, Facebook Live and our Joslyn fans. We are back for episode 8. Episode 8, oh my word. So we're going to do our workout today, and then Susan is going to do some brain games with us. But first, I want to talk to you guys quickly about the guidance that was released yesterday from the Riverside Public Health System. They do want us wearing something over our face when we're out in public. So if you're grocery shopping or running errands, obviously we've talked about staying home and how that's the best way to protect yourself, but when you are out and about, it's best to have something on your face. So tomorrow or Friday, we'll try to talk a little bit about how to make your own mask at home, because I know that they are hard to find in stores and online. So we'll do that for you in the coming days. But in the meantime, if you happen to have a bandana or something like that at home, even just a fabric square or rectangle that you can use, that'll protect you when you're out and about. So I just happen to have a ton of bandanas because I played roller derby for years. So I'll show you really quick how to use one of these to put over your face. So if it's a square shape, open it up, make it into a triangle. So grab those two corners. Then all you do, you might not be able to hear me as well when I do this, so I apologize, but just put it right over your nose. Make sure that you're covering your nose and your mouth. That's the important part. And then just tie it behind your head. So you're going to look like a bank robber, but it's okay. It's socially acceptable just for now. Okay. Ta-da! So I'm going to tuck that down, make it nice and tight. Maybe you can still see me or hear me a little bit. Make sure that it's not so tight over your mouth that you can't breathe. Obviously, we don't want you to hurt yourself. But that's a quick and easy way to cover your face if you need to go out in public. And we'll talk a little bit more, hopefully tomorrow, about how to make a more proper mask at home, or slightly more proper. But in the meantime, if you're ready, let's do our workout, and then we'll go to Susan for brain games. So let me prop you up a little bit, and Veronica will get us started.
We sat down. We're hiding.
It's harder to see you.
Let's start. We're starting in our chairs. I'm scooting forward so I don't sit on my phone, but you can use the seat back or scoot forward and holding your abdominals to protect your back, okay? So let's just start an easy march. Use your arms. Okay. So you're using your abdominals to pull your knees up. I don't know if you know that, so squeeze your abdominals. Use them to lift your knees, sit up nice and straight, and breathe. Make sure you're breathing. Okay, now let's just kick tap our heels on the floor. Try to keep the tempo, if that's comfortable for you. Okay. Now, just put your feet flat on the floor. Think about how strong your legs are. Squeeze your abdominals, and now we're going to stand up. Ready? Stand up. Now sit down. And stand up. Strengthen your legs. And if this hurts your knees at all, then don't do it. Just stand up and stay there. Let's just do 2 more. We're warming up all those lower body muscles. And then 1 more. Okay, now let's march around our chairs. Actually, that works. Okay, second time. And while you're marching, keep breathing, keep your abdominals in. Okay, so we're next to our chairs. Let's see what we're going to do now. Let's stop our feet and let's lift our arms up. 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 Exhale here. Okay. Now, the feet are hip width apart. Squeeze your abdominals. You're right next to your chair. We're going to throw some punches. Okay, a little bit to the side. A little bit to the side. So your lower body's balanced, your abs are strong, that's your core stability. You're mostly just working, moving your waist up. go. Okay. Now let's relax our body. We're still next to our chair. We're just going to rotate side to side, kind of like a washing machine, and let your arms tap against your body. And just a little bit more of this, and then we're going to focus on working on our posture. Okay. Excuse me a second. I wasn't sure how long that song was. Okay, so a lot of times when we're seated, when we're using our phone, we're working on the computer, we end up doing this. And so your head moves way in front of your shoulders, and that's not where it should be. It should be back here. So let's think about that. What we're going to do is extend your chin out just a little bit. I'm going to turn this way. Extend your chin out just a little bit. Now, take your fingers and push your chin back very gently. Back here. Go forward and go back. So what you're doing is you're practicing feeling what it feels like to have your head back where it should be instead of out here. And just hold it back in place. You're not crunching it back. You're just creating a little bit of a double chin, pushing your head back. And just hold it there, relax and breathe. Your shoulders are always back and down. They're never up here. Okay, so hold your chin in place. Relax. That's one exercise. Here's the second exercise. You're going to hold your arms up just about at a right angle. I'm going to turn around so you can see me from behind, okay? We're going to make a W. Okay, so you can mirror me. Okay, now bring your elbows down behind you. Now we're making a W, right? Your arms are out just a little bit. Shoulders are down. You're thinking about squeezing your shoulder blades together just a little bit. Okay? Down behind you. That helps to open up your chest, and it's also bringing your back from here to here. Breathe, just hold that in place, keep your breathing going. That's exercise number 2. We've got one more. Okay. YWLT. So here's our arms up here now. This is a Y. By the way, your lower body, feet are hip width apart, slight bend in your knees, your abdominals are tucked in. It makes you a very strong base here. Okay, here's your Y. Now watch my shoulders. Never do that. Keep your shoulders down. Okay, so we're going from here. We're going to go back into that W. I'm going to turn to the side. So we're going from here to here to here. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Now we're going to go into an L. Palms are up. Try and squeeze those elbows behind you just a little bit. And now you're going to bring your arms up into a T. Palms are up. Shoulders are down. And you're pushing back just a little bit for a nice straight back. Okay, and I want to give credit to the YouTube video called Back Intelligence with Dr. Oliver, and he's a chiropractor. And this is something that even if you have good posture, there's still good exercises to do. Most of us are maybe not thinking about our posture, so here's an opportunity for 3 valuable exercises. That's it for today.
Thank you, Veronica. All right, it is time for Brain Games with Susan. So we're going to walk over here. Say hi, Susan.
Hi.
What do you have for us today?
Hi, everyone. Good morning. So,
That's probably what everybody's doing right now.
Let me, hold on, I've got to turn you guys around, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to get you situated so you can watch Susan. I'm going to use something to prop this up just a tad. All right, y'all ready?
Yep. Good morning, everyone. So I am Susan Chinsky. I work at the Wellness Center, and I'm getting my Associate Marriage Family license. And here's my information, my phone number, my extension here, my email, if you want to ask me any questions, talk about anything. We're going to try to do the programs. We're thinking about doing the Brain Boot Camp and the Aging Mastery online. If you're interested, call the office, talk to Veronica, say, yeah, I want to do the class. So we're trying to see if people are interested in doing it online. And then once we get back to going and being open, we'll do it live. But let's see, I also do one-to-one sessions, so you can come see me. We were calling it problem solving, so you can come see me for that. I'm also, when the center gets open, I'll be doing a grief recovery class. That's an 8-week class. So there's lots of stuff I do, lots of interaction we could be involved in. So most people have a lot of problems learning names. And when you meet someone, you probably only have about 6 seconds to learn the name. So I'm going to give you some hints how to remember the name. And really, when you learn something, it's really all about motivation. How motivated are you to learn the person's name? You may say, you know what, I'm never going to see them again. What do I care? But it's only an exercise for your brain. Just like doing exercises for your body, this is exercises for your brain. So we're going to start with, first slide is learning names. So association. A lot of times, you may remember someone's name because it's your friend's name, or your relative's name, or it might even be your name, or maybe a comedian that you really like, or a singer. So I had a class, and there were 3 people that had comedians' names. It was Sid Caesar, it was Mel Brooks, and Jim Carrey. So it was kind of easy because I grouped them together also and remembered their names as the comedians in the class. Now, they weren't necessarily funny, but I remembered their names that way. So you may also have like an aunt that has the name, so you remember the aunt. A husband. So you can really do anything. Try to remember it with association. A singer, an actor. A lot of times in class, we'll do a lot of actors in our class. And we'll use their name, or a singer. And I'll give you some examples so you can see later on. Also, similar sounding names. So maybe you have a friend, or you meet someone, her name's Mary, and you think she's really happy. So you think Mary is Mary. So you associate that with it. Also, you could be thinking about if you meet someone named Jim. Picture him in a gym working out. So then you can remember that. Also, names may represent things, such as blacksmith. It's more like a last name, most likely. And you can remember, picturing them doing something blacksmith. Cats, you may picture the person all surrounded by cats. Or we actually had someone in class named Carver, and picture him cutting meat. So every time you see him, you think, oh, he's cutting meat, I can remember his name. Now, you may also have names that rhyme, like Lindy and Cindy. Now, Lindy was a really popular dance, and so you may picture Cindy dancing Melindy. Or the name Rhonda, you may picture Rhonda in a Honda. Or I had a girlfriend named Rhonda, and everywhere we went, people used to sing her name, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda, from the Beach Boys. So you may think about that every time you see her. Then you may have a story about your name. And it may be like something happened, or you were named after someone, but there may be kind of a story that you can think about the person's name. So I'll give you some examples, and we can go. Thank you. So my name's Susan. So some people, you can remember me from Susan Sarandon, Susan Hayward, or my aunt used to call me Susie Q because I asked so many questions. And she was a teacher, so I thought she knew all the answers. So it's easy to remember me, I think, if you remember those things. So pick something now that you can remember my name by. Is it an actress, an actor? Is it a relative, a friend? Is it a hint I gave you? So think about how you can remember my name. And remember, my name's Susan. So now I'm going to show you some doggies, because I think they're really cute. And this is Dino and Pebbles. Now, Dino's the one in the far back, and Pebbles is the one in the front. And Pebbles, if you look on her nose closely, it's pink. So if you remember Pebbles and you remember a pink nose, you might be able to remember her name like that. And Dino and Pebbles, if you all remember the Flintstones, I actually had a house that had lots of rock work in it. And one of my friends named Dino because there was so much rock work it looked like the Fred Flintstone house. And I kind of looked like Wilma. And so those Dino and Pebbles, if you remember, Dino and Pebbles. So you all got that? Dino and Pebbles, remember the Flintstones? Remember Pebbles has the pink nose? Okay, the next one is Zoe. Now Zoe, you could see I like Sharpays. So Zoe is my puppy now, and she's 2 years old. She hasn't had that many wrinkles anymore. But if you can remember her name, because look at her skin, how wrinkly it is. It kind of looks like lots of Z's together if you just kind of use your imagination. And Zoe's kind of fun and Miss Personality, and she loves to have fun. So if you kind of just picture she's roly-poly and fun, then you can remember Zoe's name. I can't remember, but you can remember. So now we have Zoe, and the first two were Dino and Pebbles. So remember Dino, Pebbles, and the next one is Zoe. And after Zoe, we have Xander. Now Xander likes to be the only dog in the house, and Xander's kind of zany. So if you remember Zany Xander, he's a little fluff ball and he's fun, and he just wants to be the only dog and all the attention on him. So he's a really fun dog. So we'll go back and we have Zoe, remember Zoe? And Dino and Pebbles. So now you learned 4 dogs' names, okay? Are you ready for a 5th dog? This is Charlie. Now, Charlie is a golden retriever, and Charlie is super sweet. And if you know about golden retrievers, a lot of them are really calm. So if we can remember calm, oops, I gave you the wrong name, Calm Carter. I'm blowing it. Anyway, Calm Carter. So this is Carter, and he's a golden retriever. And he was a puppy this age, but he's a lot of fun. He's a sweet dog. So now you can remember, okay, who's this? Xander, and Zoe, and Dino, and Pebbles. So you got all those? Okay, remember that's Carter. Now this is Charlie. Now Charlie is a really sweet dog. Charlie just will do whatever you want him to do. So Charlie is really, he's fun, he's good. He just looks at you and he goes, what do you want me to do? And you just tell him what you want him to do, and he'll do it. So we can remember Charlie by, now I forgot. We can remember Charlie by, he's really sweet and nice. And Charlie, oh, I remember Charlie's Angels. Does everyone remember Charlie's Angels? There were the 3 girls. They were the little angels. So he's kind of a sweet angel, and he'll be really nice and do what you want him to do. So if we think about Charlie's Angels, we think about him. So this is Carter, and this is Xander, and Zoe, and Dino and Pebbles. Are you guys getting all the names? I hope so, and I hope this is fun. Okay, and this is Oliver. This is our last dog, and this is Oliver. If you picture him like Oliver Twist, he kind of looks like he'd be in the movie, the play. He'd be that type of character, because he just kind of looks like that. So this is Oliver. Okay, everyone say Oliver. Okay, Charlie. Carter. Xander. Zoe. And Dino and Pebbles. So now I'm going to have the staff come, and we're going to learn their names and see how we can remember their names. Okay? So we'll go through their names once again, and while they're coming in. So let's go through the names again. This is Dino and Pebbles. This is Zoe. Xander. Carter. Charlie. And Oliver. Did you get them? Now, a lot of times we remember our dogs or the dogs in the neighborhood, but we don't remember our neighbors. So I'm going to help you remember now people's names. So the first person we're going to have you remember is the director of Joslyn Center, and that's Jack. And you can kind of remember Jack's name because Jack is Jack of all trades. So here's Jack.
Hi, I'm Jack. You can remember Jack Be Nimble.
So you guys got his name? This is Jack. Okay, thank you, Jack.
Thank you.
The next one is Veronica. And Veronica works in the Wellness Center. And you can remember her name by?
Veronica from the Archies. Let me bring my hair forward. I need bangs, right?
So
Veronica
can you
from the
remember her name? Veronica. So far we have Jack, that's the director. We have Veronica in the Wellness Center. And now we have Judy. And Judy, how can we remember your name?
Cary Grant. Judy, Judy, Judy. Or the Beatles. Hey, Jude.
Thank you. So that's Judy, and she works as a volunteer. She coordinates the volunteers. And the next one is Diane. Do you want me to say it?
Yeah.
So this is, if you think about Lady Di, Diane works in finances. So Diane, think about money all around her, money flowing everywhere.
Yes, please.
So this is Diane in finances. So hopefully you remember the first person was Jack, then we had Veronica, then we had Judy, and we had Diane, and now we have Rebecca.
People always remember me as Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm, so I wore my braids for you guys today. So Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm, or the movie/novel Rebecca, that was a little bit scary. Sometimes if you're a reader, that helps.
Thank you. So we'll have them walk by one more time again. So this is, do you remember his name?
Jack Be Nimble.
And this is Veronica. This is Judy, Judy, Judy. Do you remember her? And then we have Diane.
Batteries up here. Get her in?
That was Diane. And now we have
Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm.
So now you've met everyone that's working right now. We do have a few more people that aren't, but hopefully you'll remember people's names. So what I used to say for homework would be go out and look at the person's name tag that's checking you out at the grocery store. Remember their name in the store. Walk to your car, what was their name? Get home, unload the groceries, think what was their name. But now that we're really not going to the store so much, do you really know people in the shows that you watch? Or do you know the newscasters you watch? Now I know I've been here for a while and I really don't know any of the newscasters' names. And it really isn't that important to me, but it's a good exercise now to do. How many names can I remember? Because you do see them out and about and I'll say, oh yeah, that person's on the news. I don't know what channel, I don't know the name, but maybe now's a good time. Learn the name, learn what channel they're on. Just use your brain to remember things. Just use it as an exercise. Maybe group the groups together. You know, when you look at people and you see people in the TV shows or the movies or something, but try to use your brain, and this week think about how you can remember people's names. Okay, and I'll see you next week with other brain exercises for you to do. So have a good week, make it safe. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Susan. And I am going to sign us off for the day. I just want to thank you guys for joining us. And then I want to address something really quickly. I know we have a lot of staff here today. You got to see them all coming through the video. We wanted to remind everybody to stay home if you're able. We do have essential staff here on property. About half of our staff is working from home. Susan is only here, she comes in for this, but generally she's doing her appointments over the phone. Diane is here processing payroll and getting vendor checks out. Judy and I are helping answer the phones and connect seniors with really essential resources. Bob is running Meals on Wheels while he's here. Veronica is helping get people connected with the Wellness Center. So everybody here has a really important role to play. Being on property, we do have the capacity to work from home, and a lot of us are doing work from home. But while we're here, we're being safe. We're staying a good distance from each other. We're cleaning after ourselves. We sit at different lunch tables. We want to model good behavior as well as keep each other safe and keep ourselves safe. So know that we're here for you. We're here working for you to making sure all of our seniors have the resources and the help that they need during this time. And we take keeping each other safe important. So I know that it's hard for us to say, stay home, stay home, stay home, don't go out while we're here at work, but know it's for a good cause, and we want to do our best for you. So if you guys need anything while you're home, we do have the resources and connections to help you. Give us a call, 760-340-3220 if you need anything at all. And stay safe out there. We'll see you guys tomorrow.